Hey Taurus, thanks for coming by. So if you're brand new and you are not yet part of our Taurus tribe, well, then you need to get in here and hit the subscribe button. So if you are wanting me to keep track of you rather than you keep track of me every time that I upload, you might want to hit the bell button as well. And you are going to get a reading today, a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Taurus. If you've already been here, if you've been here before and you keep coming back, thank you so much, because this is what I do. This is what I do for my life's work, and there's no reason for me to be here if you aren't. So thank you for continuing to come back time after time. I am using a brand new deck today for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Today we are using the Modern Witch. And you'll see why I love these so much. These look a lot different than my other decks, and you'll see why. All right. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Taurus. And that is going to be until the 15th of March, 2020, please. First, we pick an overall energy card. And since we have one sticking out here, we're going to pull it. Oh, High Priestess. Yep. So either someone's keeping secrets, or someone is, in fact, the High Priestess, someone who already has all the knowledge of all the queens. She is the person who is the keeper of secrets. A lot of people come to her for advice, and she's good at giving it. She's very connected to spirit. She is someone who is in her 40s, 50s, or 60s. She is, yeah, very connected to spirit. So she's kind of like your light in a dark room. She's the person that you want to go see if you have questions or need a reading. Just saying. Okay. All right. So 5 cards we are going to cut. I've already blessed the cards in the reading previous, so I am going to now just cut the cards, and we're going to go for the first 5 cards are for the recent past energy, and we'll go for the recent, for the current energies, and then for the going forward for the future energies. Woo! Well, let's do that then. 3, face down, so I'm not using them. Face down. All right, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow, look at this. All right. Taurus, you're closing a chapter. I don't know that you're ready to do that. I don't know that you are ready to close the chapter, but it is time to close the chapter on something that was very emotional. I show the World and the Knight of Cups. So the World and the Knight of Cups tells me, you know, they're even looking at each other here. It tells me that they that the chapter was already closed before this bit of love could come in. So in my mind's eye, I see you in a relationship that you're closing. I see that you are turning off the emotion to that relationship, and then you're going into hermit mode. I think it's time to think it out. I don't know why you've closed the chapter, or you want to close the chapter. This could have happened already, or perhaps it hasn't. This is the very near past. So it could be a thought that you're having of closing this chapter, but I think that you are closing a chapter on an emotional situation. So I have a feeling it's a relationship. This person you thought was your soulmate, but they really perhaps are not. And this person, you just wanted to get back in balance. That's all you really wanted, was to have balance in your life. So when you have balance in your life, when justice shows up, it's because there is an injustice currently going on. So the injustice could be that you're in a relationship that you felt you couldn't get out of, that you felt this person may have been your soulmate, but you know, even if they were, maybe they just weren't ready for you. That could very well be. And I've said this 100 times, that there is no guarantee that once you meet your soulmate that they're going to stay with you. There's no guarantee. And there's no guarantee because we all have our agency. We can all make decisions for ourselves. And this person that you feel is your your person could very well be your person, but maybe they're just not spiritually ready. Maybe they're just not, you know, ready in their life. Maybe they're in a place in their life where they can't just drop everything to be with you. So maybe they're backing out of this relationship quick or slowly, I should say, and that you've been waiting a while for this person, but they're backing out slowly from this other relationship. I think that you feel like this other relationship is your Six of Cups. I think you feel like they are your soulmate. Just going to get 5 more cards, and that's going to be for the current energy. We've got one on the deck, so we'll go for 4 more cards, please. There we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. What do we have here? We have you taking the higher ground. Taking the higher ground. You know, anytime you get out of a relationship, it's going to happen that, you know, you're going to have friends that come with you and friends that don't. It kind of splits your friendship group a bit. But take the higher ground. Make sure that you don't let the words of others cloud your mind, cloud your judgment, and not allow you to do the things that you want to do with your life. You can make those decisions. Whether other people like them or not is not really none of their business. When you make decisions for you, Taurus, it is because you need something better. It has nothing to do with anyone else. Okay, so in the current energies here, I see the Queen of Cups. Now, she is lovely, deep. She can be a water sign, doesn't have to be. She can be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. She is, she feels things deeply. So she hurts deeply. She loves deeply. She's really very much about enveloping herself around people like water, like so she can love them and take care of them. She's also a mother, right? So she is a person who is very nurturing and kind. She's exhausted though. I think that giving herself away to too many people has made her exhausted, and that it's time for healing, or closing the chapter has made her exhausted and now she's feeling out in the cold. So she probably needs to get her energy up because she was out in the cold. And again, we're not reading gender, we're reading energy, right? So she or he was probably out in the cold, in fact out in the cold, and I think it was from a relationship that was okay, but it was toxic. You knew that it was toxic. I think that you knew that it was toxic, and so you started backing out slowly. And that's kind of what I said at the very beginning here, that I feel like you closed the chapter on something that just wasn't for you, that you really had emotions for this person here. You really had emotions, but yeah, it was toxic. There was addictions, there was toxic. So I feel like you're moving on now to something different, something that's a little more stable, something maybe with a water sign. It could be Scorpio, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. I always forget one of them when it's a water sign. I don't know why, but nonetheless. So yeah, I do show you as sort of in the middle of your reading, kind of feeling a little bit out in the cold, but I think that you are going to get rid of the toxicity that's in your life, and you're just going to head out and find your justice. You just want to find your love. You want to be someone who is, you know, calling someone your own, someone who just doesn't treat you like the last person treated you. Okay. And now let's go for 4 cards for your future. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Taurus, please. 4 cards for future up until the 15th of March. There we go. Yeah, you're also going through a transition here. I see the Knight of Wands, so there's passion coming toward you, and I also see you going through something. I feel like something is coming to an end, so something else can start, and I don't know if you're leveling up in the spiritual world or what it is, but it looks like something here is coming to an end to make room for something else. The Nine of Pentacles shows you as being single at this time, so you are single, and it is You know, that is your energy. That is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. That is the Nine of Pentacles, showing you as being, you know, someone who's holding down your own business, who's paying the bills, taking care of themselves, and is quite happy to be single. Someone who's quite happy to be single and see people on the side sometimes. That's okay too. King of Pentacles is here, which means that right now you're killing it. You're very stable. You're stable in your finances. All the bills are paid up. Things are going good. You're kind of feeling walls up a little bit. You're a little bit defensive at this time, but you've just come out of, you know, some energies in the past that perhaps weren't great for you. So I think it's time that you rest, relax, heal yourself, drink enough water, make sure you're eating right, getting enough sleep. I know that a lot of us don't do that, especially if we're parents, but I'm going to ask for 3 more cards for the future, please, for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Taurus. Wow. So we have Temperance. Did you notice what the difference is between these cards and others? All the women are women of color, which is kind of cool. So it's primarily women in this deck, which is really very cool. Nonetheless, so the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is what I see, along with the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So we've got passion, the beginning of passion. We also have the beginning of a new relationship. So somebody new is coming in. I mean, this could be someone from your past. Absolutely could be. Could be someone that's coming around again, trying to take another round at you. But I have a feeling this might be someone who's fairly new. This is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius card, because it is, you know, phallic representation, and it is the action, which is passion, which is what the wands stand for. And then we have Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. We have this here. I think this is scaring you a little bit. And I don't know too many Tauruses who are really scared of much, but I think that this is giving you a little bit of fear. You can't see everything that's you can't see everything that is in the future. And quite frankly, I think you're getting a little bit impatient. Yeah, I feel some impatience here. Now you can see things, you know, this probably really isn't in the water. It's just a reflection of this moon here. And so things can be, can not be as they seem. So just remember that you can't see everything. There are some secrets in the background, but this looks pretty good to me. It's a new start in passion, new start in love. I mean, just make sure you ask enough questions to know if that the fear in that moon card is actual fear, or if it is just something that you're talking yourself into. Again, we talked about temperance, and temperance is all about not being too hot, not being too cold, just kind of being in the middle, being tepid, being warm. And let's ask for 2 more cards. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, sign of Taurus, until the middle of March, the 15th, please. Wow. We have the Ace of Swords. That's the 3rd ace now, guys. So it's clarity, communication and connection mostly. I feel as though you're moving away, or you're just going to someplace where there is, you know, less rough waters. You can see that over here it's kind of calm, and over here it's a little bit crazy in the water. But I feel as though you feel you've been deceived, or you could be deceived, and so you're just being very careful. You're being very careful about where you go, who you talk to, who you're giving your energy to. And I don't know that it's deception we're dealing with. I don't think anyone has stolen anything from you. I don't think that, you know, anyone is talking behind your back or anything. What I feel like is that this is some stuff that's going to be divulged. I think this is part of the moon card. I think this is going to be some stuff that is going to be divulged, like someone is going to tell you something that you weren't aware of, or maybe you were aware of it and you're just getting confirmation. But I have a feeling it's because someone didn't speak up about something. I don't think it has anything to do with someone being you know, sinister, having sinister attitude towards you. But yeah, the ace of Swords is all about communication. It's about connection. It's about clarity. And it's also about cutting people out. So maybe you just need to have a meeting to find out whether you guys are moving forward with this or not. Okay, last card in the reading. Yeah. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. So just know that you're going to need to keep your strength in place, because there's going to be some news coming that you are not ready to hear. And it's going to throw you sort of, it's going to throw you into transformation, and it's not going to be easy. I think it's good news, but it's not going to be easy for you to digest. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not going to be easy for you to digest. And I feel a little bit of anxiety as I say that. I feel like whatever bomb is going to be dropped on you is going to be dropped with a lot of information. So something that you had suspected that is coming toward you, that thing is coming toward you, and you are going to have to make a big decision about what is going to happen going forward. Okay, so big decisions coming, Taurus. Closing a chapter to open a new one. We've got the World card, and we have the Death card here. So lots of big changes going. Those are both major arcana, things you cannot change. You will be closing that chapter. You will be bringing something to an end so you can start something new. Okay. Hang on. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card or two cards actually, from my Spirit Animal Oracle by Call It Baron Reed. We're going to get two of these and see what else comes up for you here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ooh, that's a lot of them, but I'm just going to take the top two. 1 and 2. All right. Nice. Be generous of spirit. We've got the Lion. The Lion is the one of strength, right? The Lion is the one that will stand up for you. The Lion is the one who will put themselves between you and harm. And the Lion is the one who will provide you with strength when you need it. The Peacock spirit says, let it shine. So I think the two of these cards, Be a Generous Spirit and Let It Shine, are actually really good advice that goes together. And you know what this makes me think of? Volunteerism. It makes me feel as though I want to go out and volunteer. I want to let it shine, and I want to be generous of spirit. So I am an April baby, and I think that when my birthday comes up in April, I'm a Taurus as well, a Taurus sun. So I think that, yeah, this is something that I might do. Let it shine and be generous of spirit. All right. That's all I have for you today, Taurus. Please know that I do have my 1 hour readings for $80. I do have them on sale for $70 this month. I also have the 30-minute readings, which are usually $50. They are on for $45. If you are a person who had a reading with me and before the end of 2019, then you have a regular $60 price. So if you're still looking for a reading for that price and you've already booked and had a reading with me in 2019, then that's your static price. $60 for the 1 hour reading and $40 for the 30-minute reading. All right, gotta go. Thank you very much for coming here. Thank you very much for subscribing, sharing, and for giving me thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Please look down below because I do have a giveaway going on for the month of March. There are a few things that you have to do in order to be able to participate in the giveaway. So please make sure that you check the description down below. Thank you very much. Mwah.